Hey, 42 here. Welcome to the weirdest city in Alaska, Whittier. But Whittier is the city that forgot how to city, because it is home to just 220 people, and they all live in one building. Yep, everyone lives in this monolithic tower block of condos, except this one guy who thinks he's a badass and lives in a mobile home right next door. His name is Paul, by the way. But Paul aside, this entire city's residents don't just live in one building, they go to work, school, and do their shopping there too. The 14-storey building is called Begich Tower and houses not only residential condos for 220 people, but everything else you need to live. The building contains a police station, 2 grocery stores, the city offices, an indoor playground, a B&B, a laundromat, a post office, a health clinic, and a school. Okay, it doesn't have a Hooters, so not quite everything you need to live, but close enough. Oh, did I forget to mention? There's also a church in the basement. God knows why it's in the basement. Residents of Whittier enjoy pure isolation and live mostly off the land, catching fish and other local wildlife. Not only is Whittier encased on all sides by towering mountains and a lake, but there is only one road to and from the city, which completely closes at night. The road is a single-lane tunnel through a mountain that only goes one way at a time. The direction of the road changes at specific times throughout the day. On the plus side, crime rates are low, since thieves have to wait for the road to change direction before making their grand getaway, which is awfully inconvenient. Whittier poses a strange dichotomy. With its extreme isolation and low population, you would think it's a place for loners and extreme introverts. The kind of place where your weird cousin Kevin might emigrate to and you never see him again. But on the other hand, you couldn't move to a more interactive social environment than Whittier. You are literally living underneath, on top of, and next to the entire city's population. You better hope you get on with your neighbours because they never bloody change. Residents are known to regularly shuffle around the building's many public hallways and rooms in their pyjamas and underwear, bestowed with an unusual level of comfort and familiarity with their neighbours. If school students get stuck with their homework, they simply knock on the teacher's door for help. After all, she only lives down the hall. But there's a damn good reason these residents have everything they need in one building and rarely set foot outdoors, at least in the winter. Because the entire place is trying to kill you. During the harsh winter months, Whittier is encased in a metre of snow. And being on the waterfront in Are You Sure You Want to Go Outside, Alaska, it's constantly blasted by 60-mile-per-hour winds. And because it is, seriously though, there's bears out there, Alaska, there's a lot of bears about. This is the reason the children's playground is indoors and school kids have to pass through an underground tunnel to go to school, which is in a building adjacent to Begich Towers, connected only by this passageway. Just try telling the people of Whittier that winter is coming. Trust me, they know. There's even an indoor vegetable garden maintained by the school kids to provide sustenance through the winter. The vegetables are grown using hydroponic equipment donated by the police after they seized it during a drugs raid. Here you go kids, grow some herbs. It only takes a smart kid with access to the internet to realise they've got everything they need to start a pot farm. So, you've got to ask the question, why do these people do it? Apart from the amazing views and the occasional rooftop barbecue. Well, most of these people didn't move here out of choice. They simply found themselves living in Whittier out of circumstance. You see, Whittier was built during World War II as a military facility for the United States Army. They wanted a base somewhere secluded and protected by the mountains. Well, congratulations, you've found it. Begich Tower was built as barracks to house the military. The location was still owned by the government until 1969, when it was given to the residents and officially became a city. The people who live there now are simply the remnants of the military base that once was, the descendants of soldiers and workers who resided there. There isn't much demand for property in Whittier from outsiders today, and the population is slowly decreasing every year. It does draw a huge tourist trade during the summer months though, because of its peculiarity and natural beauty. If you do intend to visit Whittier, you better do so fast before Begich Towers bids its final farewell, much to the dismay of its loyal 220 residents. Except Paul, he don't care, he got his mobile home. Thanks for watching. There is a Santa Claus University. that teaches professional Santa Claus skills like toy knowledge, poses, and how to avoid lawsuits. A top-level Santa Claus can make up to $100,000 a year. But if you take that sandwich out your mouth for a second, do you ever wonder how it ended up on your plate? Where did they grow the wheat to make the bread? What pig did the ham come from? Why did they put pickles in it? They know you hate pickles.